Oh, the humanity. T minus 24 minutes until we get ourselves a qualifying session proper. I don't know what to make out of it. I don't know what we're going to get. I don't know what we're not going to get. I don't know whether it's going to be last of the late harvest, the settings, Viagra. I have no idea. But typically, if past his prologue, you can expect it to be a bit controversial. Like, what's going on? Is he bloody Nora? Have we even slept, chat? What are we doing? How very dare F1 disrespect us paying fans, do you know what I mean? Don't even go to sleep. Just sit up here just watching Formula 1 and dissecting for its come on time. Behave yourself. I wish I was, mate. 7 minutes after. But I'm going to sort that out soon. I've got no excuse anymore. We're going hard and punctual apparently. Good morning. What's going on? D. Sylvester, Sir John, Marie, David, JD. It's going to get techie. Let me say at the outset, I appreciate each and every single one of you ad nauseum. If you want to become a member, top right somewhere here, there should be a QR code, or not yet, but there will be shortly. Don't forget to subscribe as per usual. And if you like the stream, then like the stream. Let's hear what Lewis had to say. Cheeky track ride with Lewis Hamilton. Don't hate it. 16 turns. Little bit of elevation. 4 straight zones or whatever. It was interesting, chat. There's a couple of things. Whilst Lewis is talking about these corners, there's a couple of different bits and bobs I want to share with you. In the first instance, we're going to talk about Max Verstappen, right? The winningest of the current crop of 22 drivers. As far as sprint races, nowhere to be bloody seen. Now, anybody who said it's gotten a bit tribal on Twitter, I see some saying that, well, Max was never that good, or every time he doesn't have a car, an Adrian Newey car, he's always going to go slow. Gubbins, nonsense. Lest you wish to be deemed an F1 abbot of unreason. Some of the performances that Max put in alone last year, you know the rest. Saudi Arabia quali, techie. Bridgestone, British Grand Prix Silverstone, techier than techie things. The overtake on Oscar, Imola, techier than techie things. Mention their names. Suzuka, qualifying, techier than techie things. Don't let anybody tell you that all of a sudden recency bias oversteps and overtypes any of the god tier exploits that you saw from Max Verstappen. Brazil, mention no names. Techier than techie things. So I can't stand for that. Like the tribalism is nonsense. There is no need for it. I don't know how there aren't many more Lewis and Max fans, because again, if you're a fan of F1, then you've got to respect both drivers' talents, right? Surely, or at least that's my assumption. Other assumptions upon which I'm working. So too, I want to tell you about Maximilian Verstappen. There's a couple of different things, courtesy of Daniel Vellante over there, Mr. Statistical F1 over there on Twitter. Here are a couple of stats I'm going to read out to you. Max Verstappen's last 5 races have either been crazy wins or crazy comeback drives. 2026 Australia, P20 to P6, up 14 places. Again, qualifying out of position, right? Abu Dhabi 25, P1 to P1. Lights to flag. 2025 Qatar, P3 to P1. 25 Vegas was P2 to P1. 2025 was pit lane to P3, 16 places. Techie. It is. I don't know about that Red Bull. I've got to be honest with you. I just think that I suspected pre-season that they wouldn't build themselves a car. Apparently it's not even just the PU, it's the car proper. It doesn't handle its understeer merchant, just as it's been, as news makes no difference, every single race for the past 3 years. Techie, talking about sprint wins, you keep hearing me say that Max Verstappen has the whip hand as far as sprints are concerned. Sprint wins and poles, Max Verstappen leads the current crop by 13 as far as wins. The next best, Lando Norris, has 3 sprint wins, sprint race wins. Oscar Piastri on 3 also. Bottas has 2. Max Verstappen, as far as sprint race poles, leads the field by 10. At 10, excuse me. Lando Norris 4, Oscar Piastri 4. Sprint podiums and points, Max Verstappen has 18, Lando has 10, Oscar Piastri has 9. Nobody else is podiums, excuse me, and then podiums and then points. What's wrong? You never know. It was 20-7 in the morning. Bloody Nora. Max Verstappen as far as sprint points accrued from sprint races total. Max has 143. I mean, it's almost double the next best person, right? Who is Lando Norris on 83, Charles Leclerc 86, excuse me, Charles Leclerc on 84, George Russell on 80. Oof, it's gonna get a bit techie. I'm here for it. Did you hear Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton falling out over the course of that? I just can't wait. Inject it into my veins. I'm here for it. Make it get beefy. Fuck. Ciao, bella, wakey, wakey. Buongiorno. Ciao, bella. There is not racing. It is battery management. And who has the best version of it? Pointless championship. Go on then, to that point, Dr. Dirk, you would have seen. I want to say it's Ted Kravitz's notebook. And talking about Mercedes, you saw Lewis Hamilton looking at the back of the car trying to establish whether they're using party mode, and apparently they've got another bloody 2 or 3 gears that they haven't even used yet. They're a second from Max and Hajar. They're like 2 seconds down the road, and they haven't even. No, but they're not even using all of their potential. Fantastic news. Fantastic news. Mercedes have the whip hand, and the rest need to catch up, don't they? Sky Sports just asked if Ferrari would change the wing again. I must still be sleeping. No, they're not gonna change it back. It's not ready. A couple of different things stops them. So first, when they deactivate it, because it's so big and bloody tonky, whilst it provides all this uplift in the straight line and therefore extra speed, when they go back to active aero off, no bueno. No bueno. It destabilises the rear, and Lewis doesn't want that, does he? Try my best, John. If I had a Red Bull, I would smash it. Rest assured. Audi changed the regs of an entire sport for their car to DNF to I know. Oh, the Audi City. Very well done there, team. Chaos, mate. You can't really hold Audi accountable, can you? Got to hold F1 accountable. They'll change the rules. Do you think Ferrari have a chance? Because it's qualifying now, and if we understand that there is an extra couple steps, an extra couple dials that they can turn their engine up. We're talking about Mercedes here, then probably not. Probably not. Dutch paper says great racing. It's I'm telling you, it's a conversation, Josh. We're going to be talking, because I enjoyed the sprint. I'm not even going to lie. I understand the underlying, define overtake. I get it. Last of the late harvesters and Viagra GP, sugar-free Red Bull. No. I'd have to do the sugar one. If I'm going to drink it, I'm going to drink it. Taurine and all. What are you drinking? It is. I'm trying to get more protein into my diet so I can become tonk. And by tonk, I mean less overweight and or fat. And there is this thing called protein water. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid quite literally over here. Sprint was lighting fire. We're gonna have a conversation, aren't we? One of these. I've never seen a sprint race. Protein is a scam. Is it, John? Go on, explain to me. I keep hearing that as you get older, you want to dial down carbs and dial in more. Eat a steak. There we go, John. Fair play. Yeah. You can't eat steaks all the time. I've got a neighbour who's younger than me. And anytime he eats a steak, he just gets gout. I think when you get older, it's, Cameron, you need a rotisserie Ferrari. When you eat quick, protein water, lol, that's a TWL, I'm telling you. But I had somebody quite close to me recommend it, who's a clinician. I mean, read into this nonsense what you will. One day it's eat protein, the next day it's stay away from protein. One day it's carbs, the next day stay away from carbs, keto diet. So it's just, This is ever evolving. It's not a scam-free climb. I'll take your word for it. I've heard it's quite good. If there's a cart on track, Cameron is here for it, says the legend that is Jomo. Moderator extraordinaire. Drop a like and a membership. I appreciate you, Jomo. You keep it. Let me say this out up front, as if I don't labour the point often enough. I appreciate each and every single one of you to the moon and back. This community drives and survives by dint of you guys coming here every single time. Your industry, you fact checking me and holding my feet to the F1 flag. You guys furthering the F1 mode of discourse. It is important, because if not, who else? Sky Sports aren't going to do it. Jacques Villeneuve out here. Did you hear Jacques Villeneuve say something worse to this? Ollie Behrman's been really good ever since he jumped in the Ferrari to deputise for, I can't remember, was it Charles Leclerc at Sabot? No, it wasn't Charles Leclerc, Jacques Villeneuve. Tell me that you just rock up and don't do any homework. You're living off your one championship that you accrued in 1997 at Jerez. Absolutely outrageous. I don't get it, chat. I don't understand how these numpties can just take our money and provide zero value. Proteins are in a lot of other 100% is. Yeah, I get it. Chicken, eggs, I understand. The question is, can Kimi out-qualify George, becoming the youngest and only teenage driver to win the pole and a win? I think it will happen at some point, Ayrton, but I'm not sure. George looks got 3/10 in the bag on Kimi. I think, although saying that, if Kimi can sort out his sector 3, then we might be having ourselves a conversation. We might be having ourselves a conversation. Shellfish. You know how much shellfish I eat, Max? Oh, prawns. Maybe I need to stop eating prawns for a little bit and see what it does to my health. McLaren reign of terror begins now. Do you think so, Jacob? I don't know. Jacob, I don't know. I don't think they know what. I think they have the PU, but they don't know what to do with it. Their software's not up to date. They didn't get the PU nor the software in a timely manner, so they're a day late and $1 short, aren't they, for now, McLaren? They'll get there in the end once they steal all of everybody else's, I don't know, Ferrari's blown exhaust diffuser flaps. They'll get there in the end. You need to eat same body weight. I know, I heard 200 grams, mate. That's chaos. And I've been eating like 1 gram. Tell me about getting older. I'm 3/4 of a century old. It's a blessing, Titi Fruity, that. One day when I grow up, I want to be like you, mate. Not watching any of this. Oh, Willem. We can be a bit negative. Okay, let me speak for myself. In my humble opinion, I think as a fan base, we all have Sandy for JJ's a little bit. We're very quick to complain. I'm very quick to complain. Oh, it's the end of the world. Last of the late breakers, innit? These things are rarely as good or bad as they seem at the outset, right? Oh, I'm going to cancel my F1 TV subscription. It's too much. My eyes can't bear to tolerate this blasphemy against the sport that we know. And oftentimes, it's never as good or as bad as we first think. So I'm trying desperately to temper my enthusiasm or lack thereof. Beer. I don't drink beer, Max. What did I do? Nothing, John. Anything. I had my first attack of gout. Let's have a gander. I need to learn all these. I need to get all these health wisdoms and axioms. Listen to Jacques Villeneuve talking rubbish again. I had my first attack of gout in Singapore. Living there, it was common to tom yum and beer. There we go. When is the last time Nico Rosberg got online and chat and talked about F1 race? But Cam, he gets on every race. Yeah, man, Cam is the chat master. I appreciate you saying that, Rocky. But it's got to be a conversation, mate. It has to be a conversation. I don't know. I just think it's looking to pull the rug from underneath F1 and its very peculiar variety of gatekeeping. Oh, make sure you bring all your money, but no, you stay over there. Yeah, got an opinion, well, keep it to yourself. It's just, They're jokers. Go on then. Oh. Ted Kravitz talking about Red Bull trying to get it into a window. Max does not look too happy. His comments after the sprint were just like flipping Nora. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong, Max said. The start was nonsense. The bloody harvesting chaos. The deployment is chaos. The package is understeer. How many holes can a Red Bull pail of water have in it before it's no longer a pail and just a hole? Oh, go away, Jacques Villeneuve. I've had enough. Had enough. I'm alive. I have woken. Let's go. Press the like. I appreciate you, Daniel. If you like the stream, do myself and yourself a favour. Then like the stream. The food list is hard, but you need to learn the battles. I think I know now the inflammatory ones. Stay away from sugars, right? Sugars and fatty things. I am trying, though. Sugar in particular is a problem for me. If Red Bull get a P5, that'd be a monumental turn. And it wouldn't be the first time, Jay. Ted Kravitz and Co were just talking about this. 200 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour. Smash the like. They keep playing hip-hop, don't they? I don't hate it, but I feel like it's some sort of like... acculturation. You're gonna get political. Some sort of convenient thing that I should be protesting. Just drive. For real. Give it what you got. Bit of Q-tip, breathe and stop. Keto diet is good. I'm gonna try it out, Josh. Sorry, Tifosi. Oscar is okay, but McLaren feels slower than Ferrari. I think McLaren are quicker than Ferrari in race pace, but that rocket start from Ferrari kind of got to normalise for it, right, in terms of pay. Food channel DC, so yeah. Breathe and stop. Refined sugar is indeed the killer. I agree with you, Issa. Izzy, by the way, I was just watching, in my insomnia, I was just watching some Alberto Tomba. Tomba la Bomba. Just to refresh my memory. 180 if you're watching Coca-Cola, do me a favour and smash the like. T-minus 6 minutes until we get ourselves a cheeky Q1. Going to be interesting, this. I wonder how many onboards we get, overs and unders. Probably none. 200 grams Cammy's bodybuilder. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to be. Wagwan stutter ranking. Soon forward. So the old I saw the old Hamilton in the sprint race. He was very racy, wasn't he? He's racy. He likes the car. So he's going to be difficult to beat. But even then, Lewis is like the winningest driver around Shanghai International Circuit, and still Charles came out on top, didn't he? Oh, Tomba, force of nature, is he? Just watching him put a smile on my face. I just remember, I don't even watch skiing, but one watches Tomba. Do you know what I mean? He was a movement. Too hot, but I loved it. Was in AZ. Jomo, you need to tell me all about this trip, actually, Joe. You need to tell me all about this trip. Jomo, I'm desperately trying to avoid a car purchase, mate, at the moment. Going to waste all the money that I don't have on a set of wheels that I can't afford. Yeah, because that's logical, isn't it, Cameron? Of course, mate. In a comic 2000 AD, sugar was a Class A substance in America. I think it is. I think it should be a Class A substance. I think that's true. It's like, how many people are there anyway? I'm getting to tech here. Full blown vegetarian. Those pandas are easy. He'll be on poll this time. True. Let's get a poll out. Well, 64% of you have already got the right answer. It is, of course, King George, barring accidents and mistakes. It is, of course, George. I tell you what the problem is. Let's get techie for a second on this George Russell thing. I think George is the type of driver. The comparison is Prost. And I think Prost was always best when he kind of like, when he had some breathing space, when he could get his shoulders back. If you put some pressure on Alan like Ayrton used to be able to do, then you've got yourself a different proposition, right? He's infinitely easier to beat. Still hard, but easier relatively. And I think George is similar. Once George gets his neck out in front and starts to build the lead in the drivers and knows he's got a bit of advantage in the car, that he's yet to dial the car up to 12, got a couple of gears spare, I think he grows as a driver. You can see him like he's getting stronger. Like he's getting stronger. George is bland. I don't disagree with you. He's person Miami, but he's a good driver. Max's Wario. Princess Peach will put it on pole. Baby Luigi second. Not sure if Max is Bowser or Mario. They can't see their feet over their belly. I mean, by they, Rocket Boy, you mean me. Right, let's get ourselves some multi-view up. It's time, as Bruce Buffer would say. It's time. It is time. Behave yourself, George. George is doing Lewis in the pole. The new Ferrari, that new Ferrari is a Lewis influence. You reckon? Tyson, far too kind as always, sir. And I apologise, mate. I thanked you a little bit after the fact last time round, Tyson. You're very kind, and I am very, very grateful. I appreciate you, Tyson. And I make no apologies for labouring that point, mate. Is Lewis in the pole? Lewis is in the pole. I tell you what, Joe, mate. Again, I've said this on a gazillion occasions, but I again make no apology for reiterating it. If Lewis is in the top 4 per the odds makers, then he'll be in the top 4. If Esteban Ocon is in the top 4, then he'll be in the top 4. Like, truth, value, and objectivity, we will sacrifice neither one of the aforementioned at the altar of any cognitive dissonance worthy of the moniker. What's that on Max's helmet? It's just a latch, isn't it? Yeah. That new Ferrari is a Lewis influence. Well, he said already, hasn't he, Lewis, that his quote was that the SF26 has in it his DNA, that he's had an influence. I mean, he's kind of a brand new Ferrari, but sometimes plus ça change, right? The more things change, the more things stay the same. So they've made progress, but then the virtual safety car comes out in Albert Park, and the Ferrari bods do. We are checking. Oh, God, that's so stupid. Seizing defeat from the jaws of victory in perpetuity over there at Maranello. Right, T-minus 18 minutes. Oh, wow. Ted Kravitz says they changed the whole bloody car. Roll the dice. See if you can get a couple 6s. Right, your boy's out here, and we're gonna tinker here. 14 seconds. Might have to get. Oh no, the Cadillac Valtteri. You already yeeted it once. Do you remember when Valtteri did the cheeky 180? He's just barely. Okay. T-minus 55. Here we go. T-minus 50. So I need to pull that back by 20 seconds then. Okay, perfect. Oh, dear. Cars on track. We do have cars on track. Lions, cheetahs, see their feet. Your feet and ruled the beast hoof from a mile away. It's very well said, Rocky. I don't hate that. Just keep watching. When will this start? Started already. I love pandas. That's no data. I want a live. Can't you see the data on it? Sorry, I'm just refreshing. And again, multi-viewer per the legend, moderator extraordinaire that is Jomo. You can download it. Go to your F1 app to whoever go to. You can download it on a laptop or a desktop. The 1 year that Red Bull has a cute livery. They seem nowhere yet. It's problems, mate. They're gonna have to develop. There's a lot at stake here, Lauren Mekis. If you're gonna nobble this, mate, you're gonna have to go. There's a lot at stake. Come the summer break, we're gonna have things to talk about. I'm telling you. How sad is Cam going to be when Max is out in Q2? Oh, Rocket Boy, say stop sighing, please. Oh, fudge! Is Max going to be out in Q2? Thou shalt never in your life bet against Max Verstappen, lest you wish to lose all your money and be deemed officially an F1 abbot of unreason. Magro. What's going on, Clash, man? Good name, that, Clash. I like it a lot. The Cadillac is dying for some spot. I know, that's a very good one. TWM, you're on to me. Yeah, it's true. But it's reminiscent of the old West McLaren back in the day, right? Early 2000s. 2001. What the fudge, Dan? What's Dan saying? Magro. Milagro. I don't, what are we talking about? Go on then, let's see how much on builds we get here. I think we're going to get, I think they're going to censor us again. Liking the stream lets the algorithm know Cam is live. Jomo, you're a legend, mate. You are a legend. If you haven't liked the stream already, then do yourself a favour and like the stream. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to subscribe. State of F1 so sad. I'm upset. I'm upset as well, Clash, man. These regulations are a fake. But the sprint race was good. I tweeted out, was that the greatest sprint race that we've ever seen in Formula One? I understand this, Jacob. I've got a bit of un poquito de español todavía. Me falta práctica, pero todavía yo puedo hablarlo. Para que sepa, Jacob. Un poquitico. Mercedes to do, yeah, they won't need to do more than. Mercedes are so dominant, they shouldn't, barring accidents and or mistakes, errors of the unforced. Mercedes shouldn't need to do more than one run in Q1. Can move in a way that's efficient. I'm married to F1. Me and you both, Clash, man. How sad is this? Move along, Cam. Current state of Formula One is so sad. It is a bit sad. A whole year of old races for my, you know, Clash, man. I've been meaning to. You guys tell me, what's your what's the race most frequent, or the instance in F1 most frequent that you end up revisiting? I've got one, but I'm not going to tell you guys straight away. When you guys to tell me what race you watch most of. Body, yeah, Jacob, it's there. I spent 8 months in Cuba when I was a young pup. Oh, Max Verstappen goes purple on a 134.4. Let's go. 1/100th quicker than Charles Leclerc. Oh, and by the way, Max has done that on mediums, whereas Charles Leclerc has done that on 10-lap old softs. Interesting. Pierre Gasly goes a 34.5. This is interesting, chat. Remember, or Oscar Piastri going purple. Compare and contrast that to. Oh my gosh, Oscar Piastri about to top his timing sheets here. He's 0.3 quicker through set to one alone. and then another 2/10, 133 incoming, high 133 incoming from Oscar Piastri here. 134.4. He's lost a lot of time in sector 3 there as Oscar. Huh. I know, excuse me, that was Lando, right? Yeah. High 33s, Oscar Piastri. Oh, go on then. So half a second to find for Max. He needs to go and put softs on, doesn't he? Currently in the drop zone, you have Checo, Perez, Bortoletto, Antonelli, Russell not having set a time. Bortoletto goes third. Don't hate that. 34.3. Huh. You convinced people to a signer. What are we signing up for, Daniel? Well, I gotta say, Mission 44 was absolutely insane to watch. Did I spill my beer twice? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Jags. They're on softs though. Not Max. Max was on mediums. Baxter's got. Baxter will be back soon. Promise. We've got argument. There are arguments to have of the shakedown variety. Half a second, Josh. Insanity. Go on, the 1990 Japanese Grand Prix when Senna got revenged. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? The one that I watched most recently of late. Max is 2021 Saudi. Feels good, the car, particularly under braking. Look at that. Refreshing from Lewis. He's loving it. Yeah, no, Saudi Arabia, sector 1, sector 2. I just think it's I think that might be peak F1 for me. As brilliant as the Senna Prost era was, the way they shot that, I don't know, I just thought it was really good. Don't know. And then the bloody drama of Max yeeting it on sector 3. The romantic in me. It feels like the perfect lap. I mean, there were mistakes on lap. It wasn't perfect, but no, it was good. It was good. Antonelli onto one. Antonelli's not on used soft tyres, mate. He's on brand new fresh ones. Anthony Davidson of Sky Sports. They're really bad, aren't they, chat? They're really, really bad. Can F1 TV stop showing? Hey, this old Ferrari driver. I'm going to send some videos on DC. Your teeth. Free cry. Trust teeth before you trust liard. Mama Cameron would always say. 0.8 straight away in sector 1. How rude, chat. He's turn down your engine, George. You're going to give away the game, fella. 0.8 in sector 1. It's more than 2 seconds of the delta that they've got in hand, isn't it? Let me hear George's engine note. Oh, way up, Antonelli. But Antonelli's got to nail it in sector 3 is his problem. So Antonelli keeping tabs on George Russell going cumulatively through sector 2. He is... I mean, he's level as near as makes a difference. Kimi Antonelli doing purple sectors. He might do this here, chat. Purple micro sectors. He's going to go light. He's going to go 33 for sure. 33.3. Go on then, George. Over to you, chap. Yeah, 22, 20. It was 8 tenths. Okay, so it was 8 tenths slower, and then gave away about 7 of that. Close, chat. Close, 4 100s. Oh, the Sky announcers families in an undisclosed location. It's nasty work, nasty. Those Mercedes smooth as oil. Bloody Nora Mercedes, just gap everybody. Look at that. 7 tenths down the road from Oscar Piastri. Gonna be a bumpy ride, chat. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Red Bull PU's a junk box. I was saying to anybody that would listen that Red Bull power unit was Nah, they weren't going to be on a level. I was told to chill out. Everybody kept saying that Red Bull were going to build a market-leading car and power unit. Just like, no, it's nonsense. Just woke up. What did I miss? Nothing just yet. H the wood. In fact, no, that's a lie. You want to go back and watch the sprint. Sprint wasn't half bad, mate. Lots of racing. Whitehouse Lewis turned up. It was yeah, no, it was a bit epic. I enjoyed it. It was lots of racing. Artificial maybe, but it was watch worthy. Is Hamilton in the elimination zone for now? So T minus 6 minutes and 34 seconds left on the docket. In your drop zone, Carlos Sainz up. Lewis Hamilton, third fastest, 33.5. Don't hate that. That's quick. 2.5 tenths. Three tenths rounded. Don't hate that. Go on then, Lando. Over to you, fella. With 6 minutes left on the docket. Q1, round 2. The Shanghai International Circuit. Currently in the drop zone. You have yourself some Alex Albon, Sainz, Alonso, Bortoletto, Stroll, and Checo Perez. Nothing to see here then. The usual. How quick is Lando Norris going through here? 24.3. I mean, he's only giving up a tenth free set to 1 to George Russell. Don't hate that. 28.1. Look at this. Come after Lando Norris. Giving up a tenth, and then he's given up another half a tenth. There's 0.15 shy of George Russell here. So set to come in at a 33.4. And he's going purple. Purple microsectors in sector 3. He's gonna slot right there in between Antonelli and Lewis Hamilton, is Lando, if he keeps going. You know who else is going quite quick? One Charles Leclerc as well. Look at this. Oh, Lando dropped the ball on sector 3. Lost time. Charles Leclerc's not dropping the ball on sector 3 at all. He's going to slot in third here ahead of Charles Leclerc, 33.1. Let us go. Purple sector 3 from Charles Leclerc. Of course, he's benefited from track evolution, but take it on soft compound tyres. Let's go, Charles Leclerc. What are we doing? Modern day Jean-Alesi as a moniker might have to get retired temporarily. The only way Lewis Hamilton wins is through pit stop mishap. And Merck have been good with their pit. This is true. But they had the opportunity last race, didn't they? Virtual safety car. Oh, we are checking. What are you checking, Ferrari? What exactly are you checking? Ford tried to jump on the bandwagon for John Cammy. There were John Cammy. I never used the surname, do I? It's always Sir John. Crafty saying 134.7 should be good. Oh, Ollie Behrman, 33.7. Blimey, mate. Chill out, Ollie. Currently in the drop zone, therefore, with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left on the docket. Perez, Stroll, Bortoletto, so to Alonso, Sainz, and Albon. Those Williams need to start sorting out their life, right? I love calling him Percival. Of course. He's referring to Charles Leclerc. Okay, I'm calling it now. Red Bull won't have a good car. They don't have a good car. Maxwell announced he will leave after the summer break. I don't think you're a million miles away, Daniel. It's a problem that Georgia Championship to lose already. 100% Joe. I think what we're looking at is another is 1992 Alain Prost. Excuse me, 92 Nigel Mansell. And or 93 Alain Prost. Just a dominant car, right? Got secrets. Then it was active air or active suspension. Now it is a combination of PU dominance and compression ratios and efficiency and a very decent aerodynamic platform. Aston Martin music. Maybe it's very good period. 300 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. Everybody's gone to bed, right? After sprint, everyone's like, oh no, I can't take it. It's too much. OD, get yourself over to the community tab, mate, and get yourself in the Discord if you're a brand new member. I think you've got Tyson to thank for that membership. Go on and on board with Max. Not on board. They're not doing on boards anymore, are they? 300 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smahoosh the like. 3:15 AM. Oh, Taylor. Oh wow! So this is for, yeah. So this is for keeps here from Max. He's gotta go. This is for both Max and Hajar. Look at this, 24.4. So that's quick. .4 down. Oh shh. Oh, Max 0.4. 33.6. So he's going to slot in behind Piastri. No, he's better, Anthony Davidson. He'll qualify. He'll slot in just after Piastri at this rate. Problem is, it doesn't turn around the low minimum speed ones, does it? It's understeery fundamentally. There we go. Oh, Hajar slots in behind Piastri. And then Max will slot in just ahead of Hajar. Don't hate that. That's a decent. Look at that. Sector 3. Fudge. Wow. Unbelievable from Max, chat. Anthony Davidson says the truth. It doesn't look like that car deserves to be in fourth. 2/10 adrift of. That is chaos, chat. What's he done in sector 3? Just needs to get studied, that does. It's a bit special. This, yeah, I mean, he's all right, that Max chap. Do you know what I mean? Can drive. Lindblad up into 11th. Currently, then, Alonso's still completing an app. All the bottom, yeah, all the bottom bods are completing. Alonso crosses the line, nothing doing. Alonso, Gonzo, Stroll, Gonzo, Colapinto up to 9th. Oof, fair play, chap. Bortoletto about to cross the line, goes up into 7th. They're currently in the drop zone then, look at that. Sainz gone. Albon gone. Williams done again. The usual suspects, isn't it? Noah's Ark F1. 2x2 Williams. Aston Martin. Cadillac F1. Gone. Shame that. H the Woods, you're a legend, mate. Far too kind as always. Dear Lord, let that PU not let the. It is though, clearly, since he. I mean, look at that. The Max Verstappen naysayers has to take. Well, if they're even interested in being in testing their thesis. Oh no, Albon screaming terrible. 34.7s. No, bad. But yeah, Max Verstappen naysayers need to take a look at that sector 3A. Check that out in a car that's not very good. Now they'll turn around and say, oh no, it's a rocket ship, that Red Bull. Is it really? Really? Agile's not slow. 2/10 down the road from Max, so make of that what you will. There's enough evidence to disprove it, but some people won't want to because confirmation bias is the restaurant at which they dine most frequently. I too like Gabby Bortoletto. Good catch on that. What's Brand saying? Cost Max in new sales. So yeah, no, 100%. Good catch, TWM using the Windsor phraseology. I like it. I like it. It's weird the way that language cross-pollinates. F1 gods had to nerf Max by placing him in an RB. I tell you what, Jacob, you make a point. Though I've been making this point since last year. I understand that Max exists only to win races and to destroy all of his opponents, to put them in the mud. I get it. But if legacy is a thing, if we have the conversation under the aegis of forward forecast of legacy, then the best thing that can happen to Max is that he has a slower car, right? Not this much slower, but quick enough just to be dangerous, you know? But much slower than the race lead. So then you see it's impossible not to normalise for Max being the difference maker. That's when you see it most. When he's in when it's 2024 or 23 and he's winning every single race, and it's like, it's hard to see the difference that Max makes. There's too many underlyings and variables, unknown unknowns, for which you want to normalise, and it's really, it's a difficult calculation to do. But when Max is like, I don't know, 2/10 adrift of the MCL 39, and then he goes and puts it on pole, it's like, okay, so Max was then the difference. It's fun to see Lewis Hamilton doing like 100%, mate. The best drivers in the world. I still think he's lost a little bit of time. If there were a bet that I had to make every single race, it would be that Charles Leclerc would beat Lewis. I just think, look at this, 3/10 down the road. I think he'll start in the end. And again, remember, this is a Lewis Hamilton track. I think on average, Lewis will be racing. He'll probably win races, but I reckon, I don't know, Charles Leclerc's quicker than quick things, mate, is the issue. Apologies, I'm talking a little bit lower than normal, but your boy doesn't want to get undiverse. Do me a favour and smash the like if you're not already subscribed. Then don't forget to. You only live once, top 3. KJ will have a role to play. Merc have been making engines for decades, 100%. They should make S-tier power. Agile is 10 times the driver Sonoda was. He is. Can you draw us a picture, Cam, and tell us a bedtime Max story about him winning? You know, bedtime reading, Rocket Boy, is Saudi Arabia, mate. I don't even understand that. That was just Saudi Arabia. I tell you what, somebody was saying this the other day. Peak F1 is where you watch, I don't know, Max or Senna or Lewis back in the day in his prime go through it. There was a very famous piece of footage of Lewis going through La Piscine in Monaco, and it just looks like there's no way, the amount of speed that he's taking, it just looks like he's not going to be able to keep it on the island. It looks like he simply has to eat it into the barrier, that physics will dictate it. That's what it is to be a traction limited formula, right? And he keeps it on track. So it's those sort of times that I watch most frequently. Bravo, Arvid, 100%. A young Stroll. Stroll wasn't bad, you know. Didn't Stroll beat George Russell in F4? Lance Stroll wasn't bad. What I did to my boy Alonso, what did he ever do to deserve? GP2 engine, GP2 engine, TWM. I wouldn't mind doing an F1 audiobook. Maybe one day, mate. Maybe one day. You don't need a good engine for 70 laps. One only. Frank over Gasly. Red Bull and Little Bull have some great drivers. Checked out, Joe Checo. Bottas is making a habit of being half a second down the road. Oh, look at that, he's done about half a second. 1.5 seconds, Checo Perez. Mate. Yeah, Sainz is struggling a little bit, but at least he beat his teammate. That's all he'd be concerned about for now, until they fix their fudging car. Charlie's the perfect driver for this F1. Yeah, that's disrespectful, surely, to this F1. Mate, Sebastian, that's a good time as well. Yeah. Sector 3, Monaco. 22 or 23. I can't remember which year it was. Good, huh? Excuse me. Time is 26 minutes past 7 GMT. 14 minutes on the docket. Q2. Round 2. Agree, Cameron can't tell me everything he wants. With that vote, can't. I appreciate you saying that, Izzy. Some people hate the accent. You know, I had a woman at work tell me, oh, Birmingham accents are trash. I responded by saying, you know, people have been taken to HR for much less than that. You realise. Rude. Couldn't believe it. Absolutely rude. But again, this is the world in which we live, right? Freedom of speech does not equate freedom of consequences. Flipping cheek. 300 of you watching QUALI, do me a favour, chat. It's important here. Just keep watching. I know, I appreciate you saying that, John, but we get a bad rap. You know what I mean? People tend to think if we're typecasting that Brummie accents are an indication of a lack of intelligence. That's the go on then, Kimmy. Kimmy goes purple. What's George Russell doing? George Russell's done a purple sector 2. I know, because nobody's. Go on then. George Russell says, I'll have some of that, Kimmy. I'll see you that 24.1 and I'll raise you a 24.0 going through sector 1. Just got him under mappers. We are not rappers. Very good, Michael. I didn't, Mike. I didn't file a complaint in the end. If it was somebody that I respected in the business, I would have. But for them to say something so not stupid, moronic. Exchanging. So go on then. George is carrying 8 100ths on Kimi Antonelli as they embark upon sector 3. Go on, Kimi. Start to like. So because Kimmy's first, yeah, no, he's not going to do it. It's George through sector. George is doing something through sector 3 that means he's just got pace on Kimi Antonelli. Kimi, because he's first around there, he's purple. But then as soon as George does it, George overtypes the purple. 32.9 from Kimi Antonelli, tops your timing sheets. But George is about to go quicker here. And oh my gosh, to the tune of half a second, for fudge's sake. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I appreciate you saying that, Shogun's Dojo. It's a great name, that Shogun's Dojo. Funny. Banter. Lands. Don't hate that from Lewis. Purple sector 2. On board with Isak. Let's see what he's got. 24.4. No, mate. Half a second. Oh no. Currently in your drop zone, therefore, with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left on the docket. Lawson, Lindblad, Norris goes 5th. Isaac Agile was not on used tyres, mate. What are you talking about? Verstappen goes up into 5th. 33.2. Fudge. 7/10. Chat. Fudge. Oh, God. No, it's not good. T minus 10 minutes remaining. They're crying about the Mercedes edge. As well, you might do. The original RS2 Avant. I haven't heard a lot of onboard whirring. No Viagra settings. I think they're being quite strategic with the broadcast then. Does seem like the old Hamilton is back. I think he's a bit feisty and a bit more racy because he's got a car underneath him. But again, I just think Charlie's just like... There was a certain dismissiveness about Charles Leclerc when Lewis challenged him in the sprint. Go and watch the sprint. Lewis looked like he was enjoying himself, but ultimately no dice for it. Around a track that is really, really quick. So it's like, well, I don't know, chap. Fix your fudging car, Mike. Fix your fudging car. You know what I mean? Ali was so good at Le Mans when I was going. They were, weren't they, Jacob? I remember. They won everything. I'm doing some corporate espionage. They're going to have TT develop. The only question is, how far in front will Mercedes be? I mean, to save a dying puppy, much further than I think most anticipate. Let's have a look at these metrics. What's Lando up to here anyway? To be fair, Lando's got time in hand because he's been on older tyres. The Mert might be running LLM. You're at work, Cheaper, bloody Nora. You're a legend, Cheaper. Again, I make no apology for labouring this point. You guys are legends, and I'm appreciative more than words might be able to convey. Because again, this channel, no community drives and survives by dint of you guys telling you your industry and diligence. Lewis Hamilton lost out due to challenging George Russell in pit stop. This is true, TW. God's favoured Leclerc, and Lewis got the better start. Partially true, I think, TW. The graining didn't help him. Be interesting, TW. I would have liked to see the roles reversed, given what you just said. That Charles gets the better start and then see how he handles for the graining. Just looked a little bit easy in the end for Charles. He was just like, whatever. And now true to form, go on and let's see what happens in Q3. I was just about to say true to form, Charles Leclerc's like 2/10 quicker, but he's not. He's missing a 10th on Lewis. Oh, is he a legend? Qualifying is unwatchable, isn't it, Mike? It's got nothing on the sprint. That's a harbinger of the F1 apocalypse, isn't it? When your boy over here, who loves qualifying, by the way, normally the highlight of my weekend, thinks that sprint was more entertaining than qualifying. This is just... P5 is Max's best bet, says he, Mark. I think if Lando Norris and Oscar pull their socks up, then I think you're looking at P7 for Max. Unless it's a lap of the gods again. Is he too kind? Just looks and sounds and feels artificial. True. He's not bad, is he, Michael? At the ripe old age of 475 or 41. When I saw Russell bolt past Lewis during the sprint earlier, like Lewis was in a damn F-150, I knew Merc won this. Yeah, they've got it, Jacob. Unless something changed, they will change it. They will change it, but I just feel like they're still sandbagging. And even with the sandbag, they're a second quicker than anybody else. Max can't do higher than P5, but yes, McLaren could go higher. Daniel agreed. My good Oscar sucks this year. What is going on, is he? He'll work it out with Oscar. He's too good to stay bad for so long. T-4 minutes left on the docket. Currently in the drop zone, Bortoletto, Lindblad, Lawson, Colapinto, Esteban Ocon and Nico Hulkenberg. It's artificial F1. It's in its entirety. Smahoosh, that like button says cheaper. Damn, battery one is a crazy sport. Battery F1, very good. Or WWF1. Or last of the late harvester. Oh my gosh. Look at this. So now Charles Leclerc has had his Weetabix all of a sudden. He's a 1/10.5 quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Benefiting, of course, from track evolution. 27.7. Oh, Charles Leclerc's going to go top here. Track evolution benefactor. There's 4/100ths up. There's 0.15. Go on then. Go on then. But George was putting an insane sector 3 is the problem. But Charles Leclerc goes into sector 3, 0.15 up, but he can't match him. So he's on for 32.35. Let's see how much he's going to lose to George in sector 3. I reckon at least 0.3. He's going to end up about 32.65, I reckon, or 32.7. Oh, Charles Leclerc nails it, fudge. Wow, he's done very well there to hold off George in sector 3. 32.5. Wow, mate. That's a very good lap from Lewis, to be fair. Less than a 10th. Lando Norris goes up into 5th. What did we say about Max in 7th? Once McLaren pull out their finger. But then, to be fair, with T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the docket, Charles and the McLaren boys have all benefited from a bit of track evolution, haven't they? Doing their laps at a time when the track is more bedded in than it was when Max and Russell did that. Russell set that time well early, like about 10 minutes ago, right? The 8th isn't Hamilton's final challenge. Leclerc, very well said, Shogun. Very well said. Aikido says artificial F1, artificial commentary, Scott. It is a little bit. It is a little bit. Although Simon's been all right this session, or last session he was. Antonelli on a hot one goes purple, sector 2. 27.1 is the delta. Get moving. It's not SQ3, Crofty. It's just Q3. It's not SQ3. They just keep making mistakes. Let's get Antonelli goes quickest, 32.4. So that tells you about the track evolution, right? Because he's normally 0.3 adrift. I think you can take that Antonelli time and take 0.3 off. Go on then, Max. 0.2. Let's go 6th. Oh shoot, Isaac Hajar. No. Isaac Hajar in 10th. Double yellow, that might save Isaac Hajar. Oh yeah, look at that. Bortoletto, yellow flags. That's destroyed Lindblad. And Lawson potentially. Done, yeah, finished. All eyes on Colapinto. I think that's done, chat. Out, therefore, in Q2, or SQ2 as Crofty called it. Bortoletto, Lindblad, Lawson, Colapinto, Ocon, and Hulkenberg. Although Colapinto's still going green, he's unaffected by the bloody yellow flags. Wow, well done, Pierre. How's Pierre Gasly done that? And Colapinto's benefiting from track evolution. He might do this here. No, 12th only. Only. Also got the real kung fu. Wow. I thought Colapinto was going to nail it as well, Anthony, to be fair. I did think he was going to novel it. No chance though. Lando Norris up to 5th. Oof. So go on then. We've got Antonelli, Leclerc, Russell, Hamilton, Norris. George Russell says understeer. Huh. I think they'll nail it. Look, you guys can see my bloody... Sadly, there's nothing that I can do about that light. I don't think. Whatever. Happy needs to be happy they went for Mercedes. This is true. This is true. Skill issue, says Mike. Both V carbs lost out 100%. These cars are very jet. The formula's very dangerous, mate. That's what's going on here. Go on then. Let's have a gander. Again, for the avoidance of that, Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Ocon, Lawson, Lindblad, Bortoletto all out in a Q2. Behrman's making your midfield. The best of the midfield is this, right? It's Audi, and then above them you've got Hajar and Behrman and Gasly, and then Verstappen. Oh my god. Well. Am I limitless on the old Fantasy F1? I might be on for like the maximum points here. Let's go. How much do you think Aston will gain from their solutions in Japan? Not much. Takes time. Honestly, sorry, it takes a lot of... You need lead time, right? And time, like Liam Lawson last year, is the one thing they don't have. 6 days before F1 membership renews. At this point, it's only the midfield that might set here. Brands. Techie. That would sound like fleet passing at 300 kilometers out. Free coffee. I need a coffee, mate. Buddha boy. I absolutely need a coffee or a Red Bull at this stage, but I want to go back to sleep after this. Just give Mag a second to install the pole position hamster, and they will be right out for the... Oh, AKA the cheeky party mode. Lou says that he knows they've got a party mode. Just knows. He knows the way they operate. I feel like getting a stuffed crust stuffed crust bike. What are we doing? I skipped breakfast. Apparently you shouldn't skip breakfast anymore. So I'm told reliably. Quite unhealthy. Remember that 1% of F1 emissions is from the cars in the races. The rest is travelling to do it. Mate, their carbon footprint, the amount of travelling that they do, chaos. Properly chaos. 400 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. I could see that. Oh, double up something. Just keep watching, she says. Mum came to visit and brought some good Italian coffee. Let's go, Daniel. The day is saved by Mama Daniel. I don't hate it, Daniel. I don't hate it. I don't even like coffee, really. Oh, tinkering around in a Mercedes car. Have a tea break while you're at it. Yeah, you know what? If I take a coffee break, I mean bring me my coffee. Brother boy, I'm glad that you're still psyched. I'm glad. Steak and eggs Good enough for cowboys, good enough for you, says Rocky Boy. We must cater to the pop stars and celebrities to make F1 grow, as they tell us. Oh, Michael, it's a very dangerous tree up which F1 is barking at the moment. Getting up for double espresso. For the veteran viewers, how many races on average did Racing Canada usually have before 2020s came in? I remember back in the day, like way back in the day, it was like 12, wasn't it? And then maybe 14. Don't know. I saw your team, Cam, is limitless, unlimited money. It is indeed limitless, limitless, unlimited money. It's not wild card. Wild card is unlimited changes. I think I met as yes. I don't know. I don't understand. Cam, I'm watching from Australia with my son Tyler. He's 13 and a big fan of yours. He says you express yourself very well. Give him a shout out. Shout out, Tyler. You're a legend, mate. I appreciate you, D-Boy84. And I hope you're enjoying this very unique brand of F1. I hope you enjoyed the sprint race. And listen, I'd almost be tempted. If you haven't watched a sprint race, I'd almost be tempted to dial out of this qualifying session. The damp squid that it is, and ingest or re-ingest the sprint race from earlier. It wasn't too bad. I see you've improved your F1 fantasy skills from last year. Villateza, I tell you what, my problem is this. I'm quite obsessive about this stuff. So like I had to retire from fantasy football. I spend all my lifetime like doing models and trying to plot XG and all this stuff and expected value calcs and all this nod. It's just got too much. So I just I just sat it off. George Russell out on track. Part. Oh my God. George Russell parts out on track. He's told it looks okay, but he can't get it to move. Oh, this is talk to soon TWM about my bloody. Wow. Gotta get that restarted, fella. Yeah, no, the engine's running. Don't sack off shove. Has he got it running again? Yeah, he's got it running again. It's boring AF, says H the Wood. Techie. He's alright, isn't he? No, that reminds me. Remember that time when Lewis was, what was it? Lewis. What was that time? When was that year when that happened to Lewis in Brazil? It was just stuck. I cannot shift gears. Stuck in third, says George. I think if George goes out and smashes pole here, I'm calling bull feathers on that. Like a sandbag thing that they're trying to do. You know, I'm calling bull feathers on this. I think George is still going to go and smash out Paul. But Toto's had a word and said, you see this the ADUO thing? Additional developmental upgrade and opportunities. Upgrade opportunities. Why don't we make it look like we're in trouble? In a minute, I'm guessing if I were a betting man, George Russell's going to light up your timing screens and start going purple. 24.0 from Kimi Antonelli through sector 1, 27.7. Go on then, it's Kimi Antonelli and it's Charles Leclerc, isn't it? He's 6/100ths and then, yeah, no, he's 2/10 down, isn't he? Charles Leclerc. This isn't Charles Leclerc's finest hour. It's getting dunked on to the tune of 2/10 by Kimi Antonelli. Telling you, watch when George Russell rounds this sector 3 and starts doing purples next lap. George Russell says that he's stuck in third gear. I bet come time for him to set a lap here now, with T minus 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on the docket. All of a sudden, George is going to start going purple. Watch. Goes second. Oof. 3/10. Oh. Go on then, Lewis. No, I know 3/10 shy. Oh shoot, 4/10, chat. Do you remember we were getting gassed about this Lewis Hamilton performance, and now 4/10 adrift? Go on then. Watch George. All eyes on George Russell. He's gonna round turn 16, and then he's just gonna turn it. That car's gonna turn into a rocket ship. Oh, he's pitted. George is coming to pits. Wow. Wow. So maybe they weren't sandbagging. Maybe there is something wrong. Oh, turn 10. No, Lewis. Bad mistake. So that 4/10 isn't real necessarily between Lewis and Charles. It's less than that if you normalise for Lewis's mistake. Oh, even Charles made a mistake. Go on then, Lando. Have a word, mate. 34-0. So he's losing 7/100ths through sector 1. Oh, he's close though. He's like 10th and a half. Go on, Lando. Look at Gasly going purple as well. What the hell? Go on, Lando. .8 Lando's adrift. Go on, Lando, chap. We'll go close here, Lando, to Antonelli. Oh, not so close. .3. How's he lost so much bloody time in sector 3? Come on, Lando. Thought he was there. Oh no, Oscar Piastri goes quicker. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Piastri's thrown a spanner in my fantasy F1 works. Hajar goes 6th. 33.3. Max Verstappen goes, wow, only just though, 2/100ths. Max Verstappen goes 6th. Bloody no, this Zach Hajar's not bad, is he? This fella. T minus 7 minutes. All eyes on George Russell's car. Never seen a purple sector for Max again. No, it's sad times. It is sad times. I didn't need for it to be fair. Piastri did pole it around there last. I should have known that Oscar Piastri was going to screw my fantasy F1 team over. Since he poled it here last year, didn't he? And won. Stappen 1 second, yeah. Sad times, Jack. Mert turning it off and turning it on again. What is with this qualification Mercedes engine in the races? McLaren are nowhere. Is this even legal? Party mode was ruled illegal, but it's different. It's party mode in substance, not name, right? No, you're all right. Just wait for the glory. Yeah, 100%. Not enough. You'll be down the road. I reckon George Russell will do like a 31 something, 31.9 in a minute. Yeah, you like pretend like there's something wrong with the car. Yeah, pretend. Stakes. 5 minutes and 35 seconds left on the docket. I think they need DTO. They need to use the same engine mode in qualifying and race nowadays. They're just, well, maybe. I think they'll just turn it down. They turn down the engines in the race anyway, don't they? $460 if you're watching concurrently. Like the stream, then like the stream, and don't forget to subscribe. Here comes Russell about to drop 1 second on Kimmy's head. I think he'll be 30, but if he gets out there and he doesn't experience any problems, T minus 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on the docket. I think we might see a cheeky 131 from George, is my guess. They've got to make the content for Netflix. It's true. Huh. We go again. Will Kimmy keep pole? There are dependencies there. It would depend. Look, if I were a betting man, free climb, I'm going George Russell. I mean, Kimi Antonelli yeeted it into the barrier last week in FP3. A couple of hours later, they had his car fully built and ready to go. Of course, they benefited from Max Verstappen's incident on the race. I have no problem with Kimi taking pole, even if Max is my boy. Kimi has shown he will be a great driver. 100%, Andrew. He won't be bad. It's a question of how good he can be, right? Can you think car is broken? Ayo, nah, a Merc cheesing. Markets are insane. The markets are insane. Go on then. Everybody's coming out again. T minus 3 minutes and 20 seconds left of the docket. Looking like Noah's Ark. Yeah, true, actually. Look at that. True. Noah's Ark grid up all apart from George Russell. Come on, Max. Let's go, mate. Come on, Max. Let's have a go. 470 of you watching concurrently. Do the things. Your boy's flagging, chat. I'm not going to lie. 2 o'clock. All right, go on then, George. Come after hour, come after man, maybe. Maybe. Kimi Antonelli, let's go. I'm here for this. I apologise for these bloody lights here. Your boy needs like a... I need to sort out my study, don't I? But they fixed the car, said Ted Kravitz. Go on then, George. Come after out, come after man, plus change. The more things stay, the more things change, the more things stay the same. Max needs battery booster. Cheeky blue shell. Lando Norris goes green. Purple set to 1. Okay, let's have a gander. 23.995 is the pick to click. Go on, Lando. Oof, Antonelli up also. Look at this. 27.6. Oh, yeah, it is millisecond. Jeez, Christa, this is mad. Got all eyes on set to 2 for Lando. 27.7. George Russell. Oh, no. George Russell's going to be last of the late harvesters. Charles Leclerc 24.1. A decent quick maths here. Kimi Antonelli goes 32.0. Don't hate that. Go on then. All eyes on Charles Leclerc here. Norris, no, stays in 3rd. Charles Leclerc, though. All eyes on Charles Leclerc. Oh, 2nd only. Wow, 32.4. 4/10. Bloody Nora, chat. Oh, there you go. George in winding it up started to do purples. Oh, Lewis nails Charles. Oh my gosh, to the tune of a 10th. That is a turn up for the books. I would never have called that. I thought Charles Leclerc had him under manners, even around China. Go on then, George Russell. Sector 1, 24.0. Huh? 24.0. Okay. Let's have a look at the sector 2. So he's missing 1/100th, isn't he? Go on then, Max. Up into 7th only. Shoot. Got a 10th on Hajab. Flipping Noah. 27.7. Oh, Russell George is struggling. Look at this. Wow. 27.8. He's a 10th down, is George. He's going to need to do something. He's about to become the youngest ball sitter. I don't see that. No, George. Purple micro set to 3, yeah. George is going for it, but he needs to find a 10th. He's tracking around 32.1 and he needs... Oh, George is going for it. It's all in the sector 3. And he's been a gangster sector 3. George Russell, all eyes on it. Green microsectors. I think George is going to do it here. Oh, shoot. Antonelli did it. Wow. To the tune of 2/10. Holy smoke. Insane. Scripted F1. Potentially, Michael. 40.3. What did George do before? Bono happy with that. This is the worst case. We've got a Mercedes lockout. Hopefully this is evidence that the battery is going to be garbage tomorrow. Let's go, Kimi. I don't hate that. He's done well, hasn't he? Kimi Antonelli. Interested. I'm gutted because George is my captain. Needed him to get ball. George Carr messed up and Merck still gets for ace chaos, isn't it? Fair play to them. I don't hate it. Max 1 second in qualifying. Holy smoke. Toto will be happy with that. Stop pretending to be disappointed, Toto. It's crazy how much quicker Merck is compared to every 100%. Oh, Russell's battery. Oh no, Mercedes front row. So you need, what we need therefore, and look at Piastri beats Norris. Points left on the table here. Antonelli poles it. Right, chat, I'm going to bed. I've had enough. Peace out, you're a legend. I appreciate you, friends. Your boy's going to go to bed. I will try and pull together a cheeky qualifying reaction video, but I don't know whether I can be bothered. Not enough sleep. Interesting. Right, guys, I'm running away. It's far too late. You guys have been legends, one and all. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Tuesday Moon, I'm back. We go live 8 p.m. today, definitely GMT. I don't know about the qualifying reaction. Kimi Antonelli won. Done. That's it. That's the reaction. Full stop, new bagger. You guys are legends. I appreciate each and every single one of you to the moon and back. Your boy's going to go and shut his eyes for about 8 hours because I am tireder than tired things. You guys have been legends and all. Between now and next time, as always, may all your sectors be purple.